So in this video, I wanted to show and explain pretty much what I've learned about how to reprogram the mind. So I have done and still do a lot of stupid stuff. And you probably do stupid things too, but it's okay because we're not alone. There's times in my life where I know that doing some certain activity or engaging in some habit may not be the best thing for me, but at the same time, I do it anyways. I mean, isn't that so frustrating when you know that you have the potential to do the right thing, but at the same time, you don't do it anyways? And I mean, some common examples of this can be like eating junk food when you know it's not good for you, scrolling mindlessly on social medias even though you know you're wasting your time, watching porn even though you know that it's really bad for your mental health. Because you can know what to do and what not to do, but at the same time, not actually do it. This is something that puzzled me for a while, and I pretty much didn't understand, like, why do I know that I'm doing the wrong thing, but I still do it anyways? And the problem, as I found out, is a lot of us actually haven't been taught how to use our mind in the right way. In the education system, we're pretty much taught, okay, learn all of these facts and figures and then memorize it for long enough so you can repeat it. And if you can do that, then you've learned it. But that way of learning isn't necessarily beneficial if we want to change our lives or change the things that we're doing or use the information in a way that, improve the quality of our lives. So to understand how to reprogram ourselves, it's important to have this map to visualize pretty much the concept. So there's your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, below that is your body, and then the results that you get. So the first part we're going to talk about is our conscious mind, and you can pretty much consider this the part that you have control over. For example, one of the main powers your conscious mind has is what to focus on. I want you to think of the color green, and I want you to look away from this video and, just scan around your environment and try and find all the things that you can see that are the color green. Like, actually do this right now. Now, if you look back at me and I asked you to name everything that you saw that was red, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me much. But if you look away from this video, you scan your environment again, but now you're looking for everything that's red, you're probably going to notice a lot more things. This is a very basic example, but it really just helps to illustrate that what we choose to focus on our mind on, that's what's going to come in. That's what we're going to remember. So we're not going to go into everything that the conscious mind can do, but what you should know is that, okay, you directly control your conscious mind. You can make the decision what to focus on. It's your choice. Now, a step below the conscious mind is the subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind is automatic and it must accept everything that comes through the conscious mind. So you can imagine it somewhat like your conscious mind is the barrier or the filter, the gate, whatever, which everything that you allow to pass through the conscious mind, it then goes to the subconscious mind. These two parts of your mind work directly together. And like I said, our subconscious mind is responsible for a lot of the automatic things, especially for the case of habits. So a little quick example is if your conscious mind decided to focus for 30 days on just pure negativity, eventually with all of those little data points pretty much going to the subconscious mind, now your subconscious mind is habitually going to give you thoughts of negativity. Because again, everything that is coming through your conscious mind is directly feeding into your subconscious mind. If for 30 days you chose for your conscious mind to only filter in thoughts of positivity, your subconscious mind then picks up on that, and now habitually, your habits, your habitual thinking is going to be thoughts of positivity. I hope that makes sense. What we've got to understand is our subconscious mind is indifferent to whatever we give it. If we focus on thoughts of positivity, thoughts of, prosperity, our subconscious mind is going to pick up on that. If instead we decide to focus on thoughts of negativity and loss, our subconscious mind is going to pick up on that. So we've covered our conscious mind, our subconscious mind. Now we're going to move on to the body. Our body is physical and it is the medium in which we take all of our action. You can think of a storm, but if you can't get your body to move in a certain way, nothing's going to happen. But on the other hand, if you can use your mind in such a way that communicates with your body and gets your body to take action, then you're going to get results in the physical world. And just like your subconscious mind, your body is indifferent to any action that it takes. The physical body itself doesn't know whether eating this junk food is going to be bad for you. It doesn't know whether eating this good food for you is going to be good for you. The only thing that can discern whether something is good or bad is your mind, which is comprised of your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Now, let's fit this all together to see how we can really reprogram our minds. We know that we're in control of our conscious mind, which is in direct contact with our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind controls our body. Our body creates the actions that we take, and the actions that we take create our results. Now, remember what I said earlier. The conscious mind is the only part that we really have control over. However, our body and the actions that we take are primarily influenced by our subconscious mind. Cognitive neuroscientists have proved that about 5% of the actions that we take are made consciously, and 95% of the actions that we take are done subconsciously. What this means is if you consciously try to get yourself to take the right actions, to do the right things, you're doing it in a very ineffective, inefficient, and very straining way. However, if we can use our consciousness, which we have control over, to communicate effectively to our subconscious what it is that we want our body to do, then our subconscious can then take that information and get our body to do what we want it to do. You can think of it kind of like a game of telephone. Like, pretty much our conscious mind isn't allowed to communicate directly with our body, but if we can say what we want and communicate effectively with our subconscious mind, we can get our subconscious mind to then tell our body what to do. This is a much more effective method to use, and it's a lot less straining. Because in this way, you're using the mind how it was designed to be used. You see, your conscious mind can only focus on a few things at once. However, our subconscious mind can hold on to a plethora of ideas. We are the commander of this, huge army. You are in control of your conscious mind. You can direct where all of this power is going to, if you learn how to communicate effectively with your subconscious mind. But how do you actually implement this into, practice? How do you actually use it? There's one practical method, and I'm pretty sure that this originated from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now, in a note card that can fit in your pocket, you're going to write down a goal that you want to achieve that would dramatically improve the quality of your life. And say just for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, every single day, every single night, and periodically throughout the day, you're going to look at this card. The idea is through repetition, and repetition, with your conscious mind focusing on this idea of what you want to have and where you want to be, your subconscious mind, through that repetition, is going to pick up on that. When you do this and you can really visualize, what attaining this goal would do for you, get really emotionally involved with it, then your subconscious mind is really going to start picking it up. And it may seem at first that, doing this is a silly practice, it's not really getting me anywhere. But if you can stick out with those just 30 days, really do it, take it seriously, you're going to start to notice that little by little, your subconscious mind is going to be giving you these ideas on, okay, here's how maybe we could achieve this goal. And at first, your progress will seem that it's, very small, but, little by little, the more you focus on this, the more intense it'll be. And then the more habitual your mind will be focused on that goal. When you reach the level of obsession for whatever goal this is, well, at that point, you pretty much become unstoppable. Now, there's one more thing that you must really be aware of. As you try and get closer and closer to whatever goal that is, you're going to encounter some limiting beliefs that are deeply rooted in your subconscious mind. Maybe there's some belief that you have that is contradictory to the goal that you want to achieve. Say, for example, you wanted a lot better health, but maybe some limiting belief in your subconscious mind is, oh, well, my family just has these bad genetics, so even if I tried as hard as I wanted to, it still wouldn't work. That's a really powerful limiting belief, and if you're not able to get over that, it's going to halt, or it's really just going to halt your progress until you can get over that. But if you're able to act in spite of that and pretty much disprove those limiting beliefs, then after that, you're going to be surprised because you're just going to, catapult towards that goal. And it's kind of a game, right? You run into one limiting belief and then you have to, overcome that. And then you encounter another limiting belief and you got to overcome that. I won't go fully into depth on limiting beliefs, but what I will say is if you want to get rid of them, find evidence that contradicts whatever limiting belief you have. Literally go out and find evidence of people who have done it. or examples of where this belief that you have is not true. Because the sooner that you can disprove your limiting belief, the sooner you can make progress towards whatever goal that is. And whenever thinking in relation to whatever goal you wrote down, always be thinking consciously, okay, why can I do this? What evidence is there that I can do this? Rather than thinking, why can't I do this? If you ask yourself why you can't do this, you're going to find evidence for that answer. If you ask yourself why you can do this, you're going to find answers. It's pretty much ask and you shall receive. I hope this video was valuable to you and that you got something from it. If you did get value from this video, leave a comment below, just so I know. I'll see you in the next one, bro.